Hi fairies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Phoebe. It's so nice to have you here. I hope you stay a while. Today we are going to be picking out my February TBR using tbrjar prompts. Okay, we have some prompts in here obviously, and we are just going to let this pick out our books for the month. I haven't picked up a TBR in a little while because I thought it was kind of holding me back just a little bit. So for the past 2 or 3 months, I did not do that. But I think the reason why having a TBR was so overwhelming for me was because I was picking out 10 books. So I think this time around, I'm just going to do 5 books and then I can mood read the rest of my books. So let's just get right into it. The first prompt for the first book. Oh, I'm scared. Book you think will make you laugh. Okay, well, book I think will make me laugh. Okay, I'm going to be going with this book, House of Trelawney by Hannah Rothschild. I have heard that this book is so freaking funny. It's basically about this family that have owned this castle for like 800 years, but now the modern children and descendants want to like sell it. I believe they just have different thoughts and expectations about this castle and its upkeep. And yeah, I've heard that the banter, the conversations, the vibe of this book is just very humorous, and I would definitely be into that. That's why I got it anyways. The next prompt: book with a blue cover. I have quite a number of books with blue covers, so I decided to go with this book, Everything Has Changed by Kendra Smith. This book is about 2 sisters who have like a car crash and their lives completely change forever, because one escapes the crash unscathed physically but very much troubled mentally, and the other literally cannot remember like nearly 6 years of her life. So they are just trying to figure things out. I've heard it's very sad. I've heard it's very like deep and introspective. So yeah, I actually really can't wait to read this. I really like the cover too. It's so simplistic but like still very beautiful. Next prompt. Please give me a good one. A book with flowers in the cover. Okay, flowers in the cover. Okay, we are going with this book, Echoes of the Great Song by David Gemmell. This book is like it's a fantasy, like a pretty high fantasy from what I've heard, an epic fantasy of sorts, but like it's science elements. So I don't really know, like it's sci-fi fantasy. I don't know really what this book's about, and I don't really want to completely read the blurb because I want to just go into it head first without any preconceived notions. But I've heard great things about this author. He's like very respected in the fantasy sci-fi space. So yeah. Fourth prompt: a book you think will make you cry. I know actually the perfect one for this. The Librarian of Auschwitz by Antonio Iturbe. And this book is a historical fiction based on the real story of Dita Cross, a 14-year-old girl who was imprisoned by the Nazis, but somehow she becomes the librarian of the camp. And you know, with that comes like a lot of problems and a lot of responsibilities. Apparently books are extremely dangerous because obviously you are not really allowed to have books. I'm pretty sure they were like burning books at the time, so I'm sure she's hiding these books and keeping them safe. So like it's just a very interesting premise. Obviously it's based on a real person, and apparently it's just very saddening, and just seeing all the things that this girl, such a young girl, like 14 is crazy, all the things she had to undergo at such a young age because of just hateful people is crazy. And I'm very eager and excited to read this because I really want to get into more historical fictions based on real stories and real life situations. So yeah, final prompt for the final book: book with a magical element. So like a fantasy or a magical realism type book. I have, you know, The Subtle Knife, I have Falcons of Fire and Ice, I have Storm Pro. I know exactly what I'm going to go for. I'm going with this book, The Storm Crow by Kieran Josephson. Apparently, this is a fantasy but also a romantasy, if I'm not mistaken. But it's also YA, so I hope that there's like slow burn because I don't really know why a YA should be like fast paced when it comes to the romance part of it. Anyways, I didn't want to read the blurb too much because, like I've said, I don't really like doing that. But I do know there's like a forced marriage situation because she's the princess of her kingdom, obviously, and she's doing this to help her kingdom. But there's also the whole element with the world about like crows having magical powers, like stuff like that that I don't really know for sure what it's about, but obviously I will when I read it. But yeah, I'm just really excited to get into it. I've heard it's like so freaking good, especially for a YA. So I cannot wait to read it. Honestly, I feel like I'll read this very soon, like probably tomorrow. So stay tuned. I probably will also vlog reading it. But yeah, these are in fact all of the books I would like to read in the month of February. Obviously, I would most definitely read way more books than this, but this is just the ones that I really, really want to get to in the month of February. My February TBR. Let me know if you've read any of these, what you thought of them, what you think I would think of them. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. It means the world to me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and also follow me on Instagram if you want to be book besties or just besties in general. But for now, I will see you guys in the next